Retain gang, what's poppin', man? So if you guys can tell, it's storming out here. It's getting pretty bad too, if you guys can see. But there's something therapeutic about being in the rain, especially when it's storming. My grandfather, man, he used to sit out on the porch with his straw hat and just watch the storms for hours. And it's very calming, it's very therapeutic. So I thought this was a great time to do a video. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into it though, guys, I want to show my gratitude for everybody that's tapped into the channel right now. If you're new, go ahead and leave a comment. That way you can get a proper welcome. If you're a veteran, go ahead and show love as always. If you want to support the channel or yourself, I have some courses available that you can check out. I have a Retain Gang community that you can join. I have a special offer going on right now. A lot of great perks, content, and great people. So invest in yourself, you know. I'll leave my links in my description and in my pinned comments, all right? If you're watching this video right now, this is a sign for you. Whatever questions you may have, this is your sign. This is your confirmation. You know, we tend to ask questions about our life. You know, oh man, should I make this move? What should I do next? You know, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. And in that moment, the Most High hears you. And what's going to happen is the universe is going to give you those answers that you seek. You feel me? You may not know it because you're not paying attention. But we're never left alone. We're never left out to dry to figure this out by ourselves. You have guides, okay? You have an army with you at all times. But the only thing is they cannot interfere with your free will. You have to give them free will to interfere in your life. So by you simply asking your guides, what's next? What should I do? Is this the right choice, right? They can intervene and they can make things happen in your life. I'm not saying that I know what you're going through, but you wouldn't be on this video for no other reason, right? Everything happens in divine timing. And life is all about synchronicities. So the fact that you're in this algorithm, you clicked on this video, means that it was meant for you to see this. It was in your path. It was on divine timing for you to catch this video. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how it works. That's how we get the answers that we seek. You know, I've found many times me asking questions about what I should do, and the next thing you know, I might watch a TV show and I'm getting my answers from the TV show. I don't think I told you guys this before, but the reason why I started skating, I actually saw a music video. I forget what video it was, but in the music video, the guy was skating, right? He had his own personal skates and he started skating. And that sparked the idea for me to pick up my childhood hobby, which was skating. Who would have thought that me watching a random music video would have sparked the idea for me to go and pick up my childhood hobby? You see what I'm saying? That is not by coincidence. That was divine timing. Me seeing that video was synchronicities, because I was asking the questions of, who am I? What is my purpose? What should I do in my life? You know, and your childhood is a very, very pivotal and key moment in your life where you are endorsed inside of your purpose. You're endorsed with your hobbies, your friends. Your childhood is you at its core. It's your most authentic self, your purest self. This is when you do everything in your life unapologetically, right? You don't have any insecurities, any fears. You're doing what you want to do. You're aligned with who you are. So, you know, finding our purpose, it requires us to go back to that childhood, right? Dig up that past and find out who you are. So you're not stumbling across these videos for no reason, okay? A lot of you guys on semen retention, you're not in that algorithm for no reason. Once you make up your mind that you want to change, when you start questioning life, this is when things start to happen for you. You're going to be led to the right people. You're going to be led to the right places. You know, certain books, you might be led to those to give you answers that you need. You might be led to certain videos. The Most High works in very mysterious ways. Any and everything can be used as a vessel, can be used as a tool to convey a message to you. Okay? I'm just a messenger. Who knows? I could be, the Most High could be speaking through me to help somebody out, to help one of you guys out. And it's like that. We wonder why we go through certain things in our life, right? We go through certain hardships and we think it's only for us, which it is. It's for our own growth and our own evolution. But it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. Sometimes we go through things so that we can have a testimony for someone else that's going to need your help. You see? And we don't think that deep into it. We're so locked into the present moment that we don't really look at the bigger picture. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't look at the bigger picture. I just wanted to express myself and convey a good message to someone who might be lost or someone who might need motivation. I didn't realize how big of an impact this channel would be until I started seeing you guys showing love and leaving comments saying how these videos change your life. But I didn't see it that way. I was in my head, I was like, these guys don't want to hear me talk. Nobody wants to hear what I got to say. That's how I felt about myself. But as I kept going, I realized this is bigger than me. This is bigger than Donta. Everything that I've been through in my life, right? Being vulnerable with you guys, putting my life on the channel, showing you my flaws, showing you how I overcame adversity. That wasn't just for me. That was for someone out there that's watching that might need the message, that might need that encouragement, so that you can get on your path and find your way. You see, everything that happens in our life is by divine timing, whether it's good or bad. Okay? You aligned with that frequency and it came to you. So you have to change your perspective on life. And you have to realize that nothing just happens. There's no coincidences in life. The job that you're working at right now, that's not by a coincidence. You're there for a reason. Okay? But I can't tell you why you're there. You have to figure out that for yourself. This is your life journey. You have to start paying attention to every single thing that you do, the environments you're in, the people that you are surrounded with. Every single situation that's in your life, you need to look at it and try to figure out why. What is this for? Where is it leading me? What is it teaching me? You feel me? Because a lot of you guys always ask, what is my purpose? What should I do, Donta? I don't know what my purpose is. This is how you find it. These are the breadcrumbs. You have to start looking around you and paying attention. Follow the trail. Okay? It's not going to happen overnight, though. It's not going to happen overnight. And I think a lot of us get impatient with the journey. We get impatient with, success. We want it to happen now. We want it to happen fast. I was the same way. Why aren't things working for me now? I keep putting these affirmations out there. Why am I not seeing them? I'm putting all these affirmations out there. Why am I not seeing them yet? But a lot of times we're not ready to see them. We're not ready yet up here. Our spirit isn't right yet. You have to change everything about yourself. The way you move, your lifestyle. You got to go through some adversity first before you're able to even receive those blessings. And the funny thing is, every time you get to a point where you receive your blessings or you reach that goal, it never hits the same. You don't want it as bad as you did when you first started, because now you're a different person. You're not the same person who put those affirmations out there back then. When you obtain your goals, you become that person that deserves this, so you don't look at it the same way. Sometimes I think our goals is just a catalyst for us to transform. You ever see like on the cartoons where they have the piece of meat tied to a fishing rod and the dog is trying to get the piece of meat But little does he know he's being used for another task, for something else, right? I think that's what our goals is like. It's like the piece of meat tied to the end of the fishing rod to get us to get up and transform and make things happen in our life. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we don't see the goals the same way we used to before we started this journey. You know, you become a person, a man or woman that is now, you're in a space where you deserve this, right? I'm not going to be surprised about me accomplishing this goal now because I received it, but I put the work in to be here right now. I put the work in, I paid my dues. So now your mindset is like, yeah, I deserve this. You got to start fitting the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay? This is what this is. But the tricky part is no one's life is the same. So the pieces that you got to fit together in your puzzle of life aren't the same as mine. So we're going to get different messages depending on what we're going through and who we are and what our journey is. My messages won't be the same as your messages. This is why nobody can tell you how to live your life. Nobody can lead you on your path. Only you can do that yourself, right? Because the Most High is going to give you specific tasks and directions for your life and your life only. Okay? That's how it goes. No one can lead you on your life. And that's where a lot of people get messed up at. When you start worshiping and idling people. I don't ever want you guys to worship me or to think that, you know, I'm going to lead you somewhere. Right? You are your own leader. I just come on here and give my advice, my testimony. You know, I can guide you. That's about all I can do. But my guidance is going to lead you back inside yourself to find the answers. You see? That's what it's all about. But people get caught up in worshiping, and you're trying to follow somebody else's lifestyle and exactly what they do, and you're going to fall short. You're going to miss out on what you need to do and what's good for you. Don't get me wrong. It's okay for you to mimic somebody else's lifestyle or look up to someone. Let them be your mentor when you're first starting off, just until you get to where you need to be. Okay, we all have to do that, you know, but it comes a point in time where you got to take off the training wheels and it's time for you to ride on your own. All right. So, you guys are getting messages all the time. You're getting phone calls all the time, but you got to listen. It's best for us to quiet our mind, quiet our environment so that we can hear. Sometimes our surroundings is too loud. We got too many thoughts running through our head. We got too many people around us. Too many different energies, right? That's influencing our energy, our spirit. So with all these distractions, it's going to be impossible for you to find yourself. You got to shed some weight. And this is the hard part. When we get on our path, when we really start to find ourselves, this is the most difficult part, is letting go. Letting go of people that you might love, you know, that you've been around for a long time. But if they don't serve your purpose, if they're not helping you to align with yourself, then they're not going to serve you right now. Maybe down the road, y'all might come back together, you know, and build. But when you're trying to find yourself, it's going to be a moment in time where you got to shed some weight. You got to let some people go because y'all not in alignment with each other right now for you to take them with you. And vice versa, them too. They have their own path as well, and y'all might not be in alignment at this time. It's okay to separate. You know, the problem with a lot of us is we're so attached to this world. We're so attached to people. We're too emotional. Okay? You got to separate your emotions, your energy and motion from the energy and motion that's outside of you. People, places, and things. You know, this is going to set us back. You're not supposed to be attached to anything. You're supposed to experience life, experience people. But we've been convinced that this body, this is who you are. This is not who you are. You are an energy that pilots this body. This is a vehicle. And when you start to think like this, you'll realize that you shouldn't be attached to anything in the physical, right? This is just a vehicle. Everything that you see is not really what it is. It's the energy behind it, okay? So you have to know when to separate, and you have to know when to allow people in your life. Don't just allow anybody though, right? Have that discernment. But for the most part, if you're asking for guidance and you're asking for answers, the right people are going to come to your life. And you'll know these are the right people because you'll start seeing synchronicities like angel numbers, 222, 444. These type of numbers that let you know that, hey, you're about to build some relationships with people that's going to change your life. You see, I look back at my life and I look at all the relationships I had. And anytime I get into a relationship with anybody, friends or lovers, I always ask, why is this person in my life? What am I going to learn from this experience? And what am I going to teach them? Right? See, we get with people sometimes because we need their energy and they need our energy to get to the next phase of our journey. You're building a ship, a literal ship, right? Relationship, but it's an actual spiritual ship that you both get on to get through the next phase of your life. Because by yourself, it wouldn't have been possible. You needed that next person's energy to help give you the fuel that you need, and vice versa, so y'all can get through this time warp, y'all can time travel and get to the next phase of your life, right? Warp speed. So pay attention to the people that's coming into your life at the moment. Pay attention and watch and ask questions. Why is this person in my life? Are they truly here to help me? You're going to get synchronicities. But don't take these videos lightly. When you're clicking on these videos and you're wondering, man, is this a sign? It is a sign. It's a confirmation. Because you wouldn't see this video if it wasn't. You just wouldn't. You know, before I started my spiritual journey, I never saw spiritual videos. Before I started semen retention, I never saw semen retention. I didn't even know what it was until I started focusing on bettering myself and asking questions. How do I gain spiritual enlightenment? How do I bring out my higher self? That's when I started seeing the algorithms like this. Okay? Information is a frequency in itself. Knowledge is a frequency. This is why you have certain people that no matter how many facts you bring to the table, they still won't believe you or they still won't understand what you're talking about because they're not on that frequency. It doesn't matter how much knowledge and facts you bring to the table. If they're not on that frequency, they're not going to understand the knowledge. They're not going to understand it at all. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So understand this, guys. You are on a frequency to receive what you've been asking for. You just don't know it yet. But pay attention. Watch the signs. Okay? And always tell yourself that everything's going to be okay. Once you put the questions out there, once you ask for help, the universe is going to get out your way. When you ask, you shall receive. All right? So with that being said, guys, I hope this video can resonate with you. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about the video, man. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave a link in my description and in my pinned comments. With that being said, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.